New tonight, we are getting some insight into what it was like to work at the Cartersville floor manufacturing plant, now at the center of a federal labor trafficking investigation. A former employee says the conditions she and her cousin dealt with inside Wellmade Industries were dangerous, chaotic, and unfair. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is live outside of that plant tonight in Cartersville. And Angelina, this employee says she left her job 2 years ago and actually tried to report what was happening there inside.
And Jennifer, she is talking about the conditions that she and all of these employees face. According to her, imagine working 12-hour shifts with barely any breaks and in freezing conditions, trying to cut through flooring without the proper equipment, using your bare hands. That is the nightmare that she says she experienced and she escaped, but she never would have imagined that the owner in this case, who fired her, by the way, would be accused of trafficking the employees that she worked with.
Very chaotic. The floors were slippery.
Behind these walls,
You could tell the machines are not put together properly. It's unsafe.
hidden havoc. LaCourtney Ware, one of hundreds to work inside. She was an inspector from 2022 to 2023.
Make sure the sizing is right and the patterns in the floor is correct.
She says it didn't take long to notice things were off.
It was just me and my cousin. We were literally the only two black girls, and the rest were Chinese men.
And no protocols led to injuries.
Not being able to get gloves while we're cutting the flooring and measuring the flooring.
The same year she worked there, OSHA cited Wellmade Industries for 9 violations and fined them upwards of $72,000. Documents reveal employees were exposed to severe hazards that could cause serious harm.
It was very unsafe.
Ware wasn't surprised when its owner, Ju Chen, was arrested during a federal raid Wednesday for labor trafficking and coercion.
Yeah, I know him. That's the one that pushed my cousin.
But she didn't know the people around her may have been forced to be there.
I'm just glad we weren't a part of the trafficking part, just the being worked in dangerous conditions. Thinking you coming over here to get a better living and it turns out to be a nightmare when you could have stayed where you was, I feel like that's not right. And justice should be served.
Now, HSI continues interviewing the hundreds of employees that they say are victims in this case. Wellmade Industries did put out a statement today saying that their Georgia plant that is right here is closed while this federal investigation continues and that they are cooperating with this ICE investigation. They have also sought legal counsel to make sure that they are in compliance. We're live tonight in Cartersville. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
All right, Angelina, thanks so much for that update.